Hello, GED students. Let's look at this experience level of the order of operations lesson. Now, expression says 5/3 squared minus 4/3 times 2/3. And I know what's freaking us out already. We are looking at a lot of fractions, but back up just a little bit. First of all, let's start with the order of operations. According to the order of operations, we should start with any groupings first, insides of things. I don't see any operations inside of any groupings, and so we'll move on to exponents. Now, I do see this exponent, 5/3 squared. Now, remember, guys, might look scary, but fractions are really easy to multiply and divide. Fractions are just an act of scaling. And so when you're multiplying and dividing them, all you have to do is go across the top and across the bottom. So 5 times 5 is 25. 3 times 3 is 9. 5/3 squared is the same as 25 over 9, or 25/9. Now, we are not going to do our addition or subtraction yet because we need to do our exponents first. But I am going to go ahead and do the multiplication. Because they're separated, the multiplication and the exponents, by a minus sign, it's fine for me to do it now. So same thing, I'm going to look at doing 4/3 times 2/3. And I can just go straight across the top, 8, and straight across the bottom, 9. Now, when do fractions get tricky? It's when I'm adding and subtracting them, but this is not a tricky example, you guys, because I have some number of ninths minus some number of ninths. These two already have a common denominator. They're the same kind of thing. They're both ninths. So just like when if we had 25 apples, we could take away 8 apples. If we have 25 ninths, we can take away 8 ninths. Same thing. So I'm just going to do the numerator because that's the number portion. It tells me how many I have. 25 minus 8 gives me, 17? Lovely. And so I get 17. 17 what? Well, I was adding and subtracting ninths. 17 ninths. Now, a lot of you guys freak out. You don't like this answer of 17 ninths. You want to convert it into what's called a mixed number. What freaks people out is that this fraction has the top bigger than the bottom. They're like, oh my gosh, it's improper. My 3rd grade teacher told me I could never have an improper fraction. Guys, we're in high school now. We're allowed improper fractions. It's fine. 17 ninths is a fine answer. Is it possible you have a mixed number answer on the GED? Sure. If that happens, all you got to do is use that fraction bar just like it always is used. What does a fraction bar mean? Remember, it means the operation of division. So if you wanted to convert that to a mixed number, you would just divide. How many times does 9 go into 17? Well, it just goes in one time. But I have a remainder. If I take that 9 away from 17, I get 8. And so that's the portion that stays in a fraction. Just kind of go around in a circle. We have 1 whole, and then we have 8 left that we haven't divided by 9 yet, or 1 and 8 ninths. And again, these two answers are totally exactly the same. Neither one is better than the other. The only time it's going to matter which one you choose is if there's only one of them in the multiple choice answers. Otherwise, both are perfectly correct. All right. Hope that helps.